Here are different ways to make sure you are owning your space online. Listen, with all the changes that can happen with algorithms, with social media, even here on TikTok, if you are a content creator, if you have a business, and if you are active on social media, especially here on TikTok, make sure you realize that you are actually a business. Yes? So you must have more than one way that you are letting people know about your products and your services. Yes? So that means, I talk about this in my coaching, you must have an email list. You must be building an email list. Yes? You must be doing live streams. Yes? You must also have your own space that no matter what happens online, it is a space that you own. No matter what's happening in the economy, it is a space that you own and you are active on it. So I'm quite active here on TikTok, but where else? I've also got a blog on WordPress. Sometimes I haven't even posted for a while, but people are still subscribing to my blog. And I know the other thing with WordPress is people subscribe because they hope that you also follow them. Yes? So it's give and take. That's how it is in social media. So one of the ways to create an awareness about your products and services is make sure you're doing Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels in themselves, in and of themselves, are not enough. Can people know more about you? Yes? Can people know more about you? Do you have a website? That's what I talk about. Your website is a place that you own. Listen, I've been in the online space for a while to bring you this information that you need to have a space that's yours, that you own. Yes? Especially if you're starting on a tight budget, you've got a full-time job, and you just want to get going. Do not wait until things are perfect. Anybody will tell you when you're getting started, sometimes you don't even know what your niche is. You don't know what you're going to really enjoy. So just get started. Yes? And showing your face on video is a good way to build your own confidence, to accept who you are, to love who you are, and let people know this is who I am, and you are going to be growing. You are on a journey. Yes? Do not overthink it. Do not overthink it. Absolutely. Do not overthink it. So Instagram Reels is one of the ways to create awareness of your products and your services. Another one is Facebook Stories. I post on Facebook Stories on my new account now, a little bit more regular than I've done before. You can also set up a group, or you can join other groups. Yes? Another one is just on here on TikTok. Here on TikTok stories, I notice I get more views sometimes on my TikTok stories, than on my videos. I don't care too much about, 200, 300 views at the moment, because I'm doing this for the long game. And it's not just TikTok, I'm doing other things, right? So then on your website is a place where, listen, your website is like your shop online. And you have to keep tweaking it. You have to keep testing your marketing strategy, because these things, they change over time. The marketplace is always changing over time. There's so many tools, there's so much software to go to learn, and you may get overwhelmed. So here is my advice. Number one, make sure you have your own website, your own platform. Find a hosting provider that you can have, that includes email hosting. Because from there, you can start building an email list. On your website, you can start promoting special offers that people can sign up and give you their email list because of the offer. You can give a cheat sheet, or a guide, or a hack, or a tip, or some ideas, yes, that are related with your niche, your brand, your products, or your services, or your coaching, or your courses. On your website, you can have a membership list. Yes, you can do drop shipping on your website. You can do online courses on your website. There are so many things you can do, but it is your space. Does that make sense? I hope this makes sense. Because a lot of people get overwhelmed. They're like, keep it simple for yourself, really. Keep it simple for yourself. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed. When you get overwhelmed, that's when people give up. And that's when, you're just like, oh, this doesn't work for me. That's one of the mistakes I made. I was like a little bit impatient when I started in my early days. But after a while, I realized this is what I want to do, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. And I did other things that were offline. I talk about this in my live streams. I've done senior care coaching, which I also do sometimes every now and again, a little bit here and there, supporting families who are dealing with long-term conditions. Do the coaching, support them to make the right decision for them. Yes, I also talk about how to become an exceptional caregiver, but that's also part of the coaching because there are people who feel like they are limited, they can only do caregiving. You have so many options. You don't just have to do caregiving. There are other things that you can do. Yes, do not allow yourself to be limited to the career you've had so far. You have options now. One of the things I also talk about in my coaching is how to monetize your skill set. Your skill set will take you places. Your new hobbies that you are also willing to learn, that can take you places. Yes, so do not allow yourself to be limited with what you've learned so far. You can do more, much more. All you need, perhaps, some of you, is come to my coaching program where you learn how to be confident, where you start practicing. Some of the clients that I've worked with say, I feel more confident. The more I do this, the more confident I become. Because absolutely, that's how it works. The more you do something new that you know is a skill set that will help you, like even if you're into your 70s or 80s, or you want to work from different parts of the world, where you no longer want to feel limited to one space. You want to work and travel. You want to be creating an income while you travel. Digital marketing is going to help you so much. Digital marketing will make a difference in your life. And one of the ways, instead of getting confused and feeling like you have to be an expert copywriter, get started where you are. Yes? And listen, if you want to know more, you want to learn more, come into my coaching program. It's about 90 days minimum. And don't feel overwhelmed by when you hear this. You can absolutely afford it. You can absolutely afford it unless you're looking at this the wrong way. Think of the return on the investment that you invest in you. Coaching is really investing in you. Coaching is investing in your learning. Coaching is bringing out all your skills, all your talents, all your potential, bringing it to the surface, things that you've probably forgotten about. Because when you're working with a great coach, it gives you a chance to really think about things like, wow, I didn't even think about that. And because it will be the first time, you may feel a little bit overwhelmed. Oh my goodness, Coach Meg. No. We go at your pace, but we must absolutely have a strategy. Yes? And in that strategy, there's a time frame. You cannot be just like, I'm going on and on. But listen, if you need 3 months, that's fine. If you need 6 months, that's fine. If you need 12 months, that's fine. But listen, right now, if you are ready, get into my coaching program. It's an investment for you. It also helps me to be a better coach. It also helps me to be a great coach because I love the feeling of helping somebody accomplish their goals. It's just amazing. But I'm not going to mumsy you on this. I'm not going to be mum to you on this. I'm your accountability partner. Accountability partner. Because listen, you want to accomplish something new. You want to live your life by design. Why else? Why else? Listen, this is amazing. I am going to be switching over to YouTube now. I've got some content on there. By the way, uh, there's a link somewhere. I'm building my YouTube channel. I want to get to 50 subscribers. There's about 37. I was surprised. I haven't been on there for a while. And so I'm giving myself a commitment to grow my YouTube channel as well. And on there, I'll do a little bit more teaching, especially those of you who are interested in my workshops, how to use Canva, how to build an email list, how to use different templates. You know, with digital marketing, your options, you are no longer limited. The only limitation is here. Yes, think about it. The only limitation now is here. The only limitation is only in your mind. Because if you work with a coach, you'll start learning some things. You'll start learning, okay, this is how I do this. And you give yourself some time. Give yourself 3 months. Give yourself 6 months. Give yourself a year. But please make sure this time next year, your life has taken on a whole new trajectory. Listen, I appreciate you. Looking forward to see you on YouTube because I'm building that community as well. And it will be nice to have you on that community. And you get to know more. There'll be a little bit more teaching than what I do on here. Because when I do live streams, I also do a lot of general motivation, inspired action. But what I'll be doing on YouTube is a little bit more. You can even be a member if you want. And there'll be special perks for those of you who are members because you decide to invest in you. And I'll make sure I do something special just for you. Okay, see you for now. Bye for now.